Hey guys, it's your girl Nana, and I welcome you all to Nana Nation. So, if it is your first time on this channel, please go ahead and subscribe as we dive into today's topic. So, today we are actually going to be talking about Prophet Shepherd Bushiri, aka Major One, and his wife Prophetess Mary, who just got arrested in Malawi, their country of origin, after fleeing South Africa. Stay tuned as we break this down. So, you guys remember the last video I made about Prophet Shepherd Bushiri, where I said the man of God is facing serious legal issues in South Africa. There's a case against him for money laundering and fraud to the tune of 102 million rand. That's a lot of money. So they're accusing the man of God for money laundering, they're accusing him for fraud, and he has a solid case before the courts. And he was actually in jail, or he was imprisoned. So because they took him to jail, his lawyers were fighting, they were lobbying to get their man of God out of there. They did everything, they knocked on all the doors, they went to all the corridors of power, they did all they could, manipulate one or two things here and there, and the man of God was granted bail. So he was granted bail and his lawyers got him out of jail. He was at home with certain conditions from the court. You don't have to leave the northern part of South Africa where you are. They took his travel documents, they seized his passports and everything, and he had to respect the terms of bail. So the case against Prophet Shepherd Bushiri is supposed to be tried in court next year. That's 2021, from the month of May 2021. So the man of God has been granted bail, which means he has to stay home, stay in South Africa till May 2021, where they can take him to court. So the lawyers have gone and vouched in front of the judge that we put our reputation online. This is a man of God. We're going to make sure he appears in court. Please release him from jail. After all the promises the lawyers have made to the judge, this man of God was released in good terms and he went back home. Only for the lawyers to wake up the next morning and find out that the man of God has run. The man of God escaped South Africa. He ran to Malawi, which is his country of origin. And everybody's just confused, like, first of all, how did the man of God travel? The courts have seized his passports, they seized all his private and travel documents. How did he travel to Malawi? So that's the question on everybody's lips. And people are like, why did he not just stay and wait for this trial? Why did he not stay and wait for his day in court to prove his innocence? And the man of God is on Facebook, he's on Twitter, he's on Instagram, he's on all social media platforms defending himself. So as soon as the man of God got to South Africa, he put out an official communique saying, I would like to inform the general public that my wife Mary and I are temporarily in our home country, Malawi. Our coming to Malawi is a technical withdrawal from the Republic of South Africa meant to preserve our life. There has been an attempt on our lives, and these attempts have been heightened with recent spate of arrest and detention that we felt the only way for us to clear our names before the law is to ensure that our lives are preserved. So this is the man of God saying that I had to run no because there were attempts on my life, and I believe him because we are talking about South Africa here. This is the same country that practices xenophobia. So the South African people, some of them are good, some of them are really bad, and their mindset is terrible towards other Africans. They don't want to see you go to their country and succeed. It is true that this man of God may have extorted money from his Christians, but the man of God has made so much money, the people are getting jealous, and it's not uncommon to see this in South Africa. We've heard about xenophobic attacks in South Africa. They go to Nigerian-owned shops, they burn down the whole shops, like, who are you to make this much money in our country? They go to other Kenyan stores, they pull out some Kenyans on the street and beat them up and flog them up, like, who are you to come to our country and make all this money when our people don't have jobs? Like, this is your country, the jobs are all there, you don't want to work. Business ideas are there, you don't want to work. When foreigners come to your country to hustle, they establish businesses and stuff, South Africans will wake up and start attacking them. That's why we hear of xenophobic attacks every day. I believe this man of God. I don't know whether he's real, I don't know whether he's genuine. I'm not talking about his Christianity and his values. I'm just talking about the fact that the South Africa we know, they don't want to see foreigners come to their land and succeed. So at this stage now, the man of God is telling us something which we already know. He's telling us my life is at stake, and I believe him. So he's saying that I had to run. No, I want to have my day in court. I want to appear in court to clear my name, but first I had to run for my life. So this is the second part of the man of God's message. He's still in Malawi writing all these messages, and this is what he says. First, I want the South African government to assure us of our safety and security while in South Africa. So the man of God is saying that I'm not afraid of court. Matter of fact, I want to go to court. I want to prove my innocence, but I want the state of South Africa to guarantee me that I'm going to be safe in their country, because attempts demands have been made on my life. I want to make sure that I'm going to be safe while in their country. And point number 2, the man of God says, secondly, I want the South African government to assure us that our bail will not be revoked. So the fact that you guys have granted bail to me and my wife, I want you guys to ensure me that this bail is not going to be revoked, because my life is not safe, not around your people, not even in jail. So I want you guys to promise me that my bail is not going to be revoked. I'm going to be in the comfort of my home till you guys can have a time to try my case. Point number 3, the man of God says, I want the officers involved in investigating, arresting, and prosecuting to recuse themselves. Recuse here just simply means step down. So the man of God is saying that all the officers that are in charge in this case say they are not impartial. These officers, they are out to get me. They are biased. I've dealt with them before. They don't like me. They are out to nail me. So the man of God is saying that the whole process is never going to be fair. It's never going to be free, because all the people you have in charge of this case are people who hate me. They are people who are hunting me down, and they are out to get me. And what the man of God is saying is 100% true, because it seems like the state of South Africa is out to get this man this time around. He has been operating in South Africa for a long time. He has a very big church. He's made so much money, millions and millions of dollars from South Africans, and the government is tired of him, and he's from Malawi. You see why they say stick with your people sometimes? You go to a foreign country and you're making your money, and as soon as you start succeeding, people are looking like you like, he's a foreigner. So this may not be the case here, but it really looks funny the way South Africa is hunting this guy. This is the man of God. He has escaped from South Africa to his country, Malawi, and the South African government is blaming the Malawian government. And if they are not careful, this can lead to diplomatic tensions between the two countries, because we have South Africa on one hand blaming Malawi, saying that the Malawian president happened to be in South Africa the same time this man of God escaped. So they're like, how did the man of God escape the same time you were here? Are we sure you did not smuggle him through your private jet, through the presidential jet? Because this guy doesn't have any travel documents. How did he leave South Africa? So they are blaming the Malawian government, and they are like, Malawi, we don't trust you. I think you guys came here purposely to smuggle this guy out. And the Malawian president is washing his hands clean like, no, Mio, I have nothing to do with that. So South Africa is blaming Malawi. Malawi is like, we have nothing to do with that though. So it's a lot of tensions going on, and this can really, really escalate into diplomatic tensions between both countries. So the man of God is just in the middle of all this, like, I'm not safe in South Africa, so I don't know what you guys are talking about. So South Africa now has asked Malawi to extradite the man of God. That's to send him back to South Africa. For those who don't know how extradition works. So they're asking the state of Malawi, send this guy back to us. Let's try him. And the state of Malawi now has arrested the man of God just following South Africa's threats. So the state of Malawi has arrested Shepherd Bushiri in the country of Malawi. His own people have arrested him like, okay, come to custody. Let's see how we can work this out. So the man of God was arrested today by the Malawian police officers. And so he's in the hands of his own people. He's in their custody. And I'm interested to see how this plays out. Is Malawi going to be scared and intimidated of South Africa? Is Malawi going to honor South Africa's extradition request and send the man of God back to South Africa for him to be tried there? I don't know. Is Malawi going to take it upon themselves to try the man of God in Malawi, because he was also born there? I mean, technically they have jurisdiction. So how is this going to play out? I'm going to be watching this case to see how it unfolds, and I'm definitely going to come back to give you guys, updates, because Malawi can decide to be like, okay, you are a citizen, but how did you get in here? You don't have your ID card, you don't have your Malawi passport, you have no travel documents on you. How did you get into the country? Malawi can decide to hold him on the neck like, you have to tell us how you got into this country. So they can decide to try him there in Malawi. They have jurisdiction. So I'm interested to see how this case plays out, and I'm definitely going to keep you guys updated. Whatever happens in the days ahead, I'm going to let you guys know. And if Malawi should extradite Shepherd Bushiri, he's one of theirs. He's their son. So if they are sending him back to South Africa to be tried in South Africa, they have to do that with so many requests. They have to make so many demands from the South African government. Malawi should be like, okay, we are sending our son to you because you asked, and now we have some demands of our own. First of all, you have to make sure you guarantee the safety of our son as we're sending him to you. Not a single strand of hair should fall from his head and that of his wife. Point number two, we want that the trial, the prosecution should be free and fair. It should be done in all impartiality, because we are taking the risk and the chance to send these guys back to you guys. We are asking that he's going to be tried in all impartiality. We want you guys to get a prosecution that is not biased and that everything is going to be free and fair. So Malawi should really watch out for this guy. Like, they should have his back. He's your son. You guys should be there for him, because nobody else will have his back. So I think I've been ranting enough, and I've come to the end of today's video. So thank you guys a lot for watching. I'm your girl Onana, and if it is your first time on this channel, please go ahead and subscribe, because on this channel we talk all things entertainment, we talk about African recipes, and we do lifestyle, and we also happen to give very sound advice. So you want to subscribe if you like it. Here it's going to be an amazing space for you and your family. So if you love this video, please share it with your friends, invite more people to come watch, and tell me what you think about the video in the comment section below. Do you agree? Let me know. Do you disagree? That's why we are here. Let's get the discussion rolling. So let me know in the comment section below what you think about this video. Alrighty, so until next time, stay safe everyone. I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.